Florida Attorney General James Whitmire is calling for the termination of a teacher who mocked one of her students with a most likely to be dictator award. One America's Lily North has more.
A high school teacher in Gainesville, Florida is facing backlash after giving a conservative student a mock award calling him, quote, most likely to become a dictator. Attorney General James Whitmire sent a letter to the Alachua Public School District Superintendent demanding the teacher be fired and barred from teaching in a Florida school ever again. The teacher's misconduct occurred in 2023 when she awarded the student a certificate naming him most likely to become a dictator after having his classmates vote on the title. While the teacher has since issued an apology for the mockery, the student's mother brought the incident to a Department of Education meeting on Wednesday. The mother listed the certificate and other instances of harassment and discrimination against her family and their conservative values.
My son, 6 years old, was prohibited from sitting next to his friend on the school bus because a parent objected to my perspectives on book challenges. My older son's history teacher allowed students to label him a Nazi file simply for his interest in history and participation in ROTC. She later nominated my son as the most likely to become a dictator and had his classmates vote on it and try to force him to the front of the class to receive the certificate, which he rightly refused.
Dr. Morrell says the teacher's actions caused her son lasting harm and intense bullying, making him fearful to show up to school. The boy's mother has accused the teacher and school district of creating a hostile environment for conservative families, fueling bullying and failing to protect her son's mental health.
He was, offended. I think offended more than anything. And then I was angry as a parent.
The teacher is being accused of violating multiple Florida statutes, and the Education Practices Commission is in the process of deciding what kind of disciplinary actions will be applied. Lily North, One America News.
Streets in Margate City, New Jersey flood as Hurricane Erin grazes by. Hurricane Erin, the first of this year's Atlantic season, was downgraded to a post-tropical cyclone on Friday. Footage of the storm's heavy weather earlier this week showed road and sidewalks submerged as cars drove through water nearly above their wheels. Erin is the first storm to reach Category 5 status since Hurricane Milton and caused the New Jersey flooding despite being hundreds of miles into the Atlantic. Well, President Trump goes on a spree of judge nominations for North Carolina. The president announced his nominations in the series of Truth Social posts on Friday. For North Carolina's Middle District, President Trump said he had the honor of nominating Assistant U.S. Attorney Lindsey Freeman and David Bragdon, also an assistant U.S. attorney who had clerked for Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas. For the state's Western District, the president named Matthew Orzo, a man Trump described as an America First patriot, and Susan Rodriguez, a renowned lawyer with previous magistrate judge experience. And Antony Blinken is allegedly kicked off a Long Island sands. Former diplomat Antony Blinken was spotted being escorted off a Georgia beach, Long Island, this week. The 63-year-old was relaxing with a friend, ignoring the oncoming Hurricane Erin, a Category 1 storm, which triggered widespread beach closures across the East Coast when Beach Patrol intervened. With maximum winds of 90 miles per hour, coastal flood warnings were issued from the mid-Atlantic to New England. Hurricane Erin has since weakened, but experts still warn that there's still threats flooding into the weekend. And straight ahead here on One America News, a boxing star is now facing criminal charges in Mexico following his removal from the U.S. What Julio Chavez Jr. is being accused of. Plus, Ukraine's Independence Day is marked with drone attacks over both sides of the contested European border. How Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.